Hello?
Hello?
Too many buttons here.
Hey, this is Trey.
Oh, all right,
Hey,
there we
Trey.
go. Trey, we're having a discussion right now whether or not I just swore on the air by
Yes, you
accident.
did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
You
think
know nothing about that, though, do you,
Did you
Trey?
say poo-poo?
No, yeah.
Who said poo-poo?
Well, put it this
Trey.
way. All right,
Okay,
sorry,
Trey.
Trey.
Wow, what the heck was all that about?
This is
Well,
Confusion on this
stepped into
show.
a bomb field.
Yeah, it's
Well,
mass confusion.
in radio terms, this is called a pig screw.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Yep. Yeah, we have those every once in a while out here.
Is Matt there too?
Yes, hello.
Hey, Matt.
Hello.
The difference is you guys were able to turn yours into a multi-jillion-dollar cottage industry, and we're still toiling away down here in the ATL.
We know how to screw pigs, boy.
Did you guys do any college radio when you were in college? I'm seeing you guys as, getting all screwed up and going on the air at some college station. And
We used to. We did a couple independent films while we were at film school and thought we were all hot shots and everything, and we would go on the small college stations that like 10 people listen to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we never did it. We never had our own radio thing going.
see, I'm seeing you two guys as perfect radio fodder. I mean, radio material. You know what I'm saying?
They
Yeah, we
just
would
skip.
make good morning guys, though.
They skip radio. They went right to movies.
Yeah, really. What am I
The
talking
problem,
about?
yeah, the problem is we can't. I mean, this is so early for us right now. This is like the middle of the night.
But you could get over that. Just
We're talking
to two guys who are worth $14 zillion. I'm
talking
trying to
to-
get them to do morning radio.
Trey
Wow.
Parker and Matt Stone, the creators of South Park. We got a bunch of your fans on the phone that want to
Yes.
ask you questions,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk about the CD that's out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
They're all waiting for you. Joe,
Yeah.
you're on with Trey and Matt.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's
Hey,
going
guy.
on?
Yeah, I got a question for you. I know I got my favorite character, but which one of the characters did you guys seem to get the most reception from as far as through your fans and whatever?
Well, definitely, I think Cartman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cartman was sort of the unexpected gold of the show.
Yeah.
We didn't know. I mean, actually, Matt and I's favorite characters are definitely Terrence and Phillip,
Uh-huh.
which most of America really hates. But
the April Fool's
they're
Day
Matt and I's
episode.
favorite characters, I mean, Cartman is the he's become the most well-rounded character and like the easiest one to write.
Yeah, he's the one. He's the one that's most fun to write jokes for, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, also, are you going to see any more Fat Abbott episodes?
Yeah, I mean,
I think so.
that got a pretty big response. So
We love it, yeah.
and we didn't hear from any angry Cosbys or anything, so we might do it.
That was great.
Thanks, Joe.
No, not a problem.
What celebrities have you heard from that you guys have mocked?
Well, we don't hear from them directly. I mean, Barbra Streisand has said some mean things about us, but yeah, if I saw Barbra Streisand in a mall, I'd just walk right up to her and flip her off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We actually went back to Colorado last year, and we got a bunch of snow and a bunch of snowballs, and we have them in our freezer, and we're just waiting to see Barbra Streisand so we can pitch snowballs at her.
Such hate. Such hate.
Alicia, you're on with Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hello.
Listen, I just have a couple of quick questions for you. Is there a soundtrack for Cannibal, and is there any place I can get a hold of it?
There is.
Wow.
There is a soundtrack for Cannibal,
Is there
but
really?
I don't know where you could get it.
Yeah, it's definitely not at Kmart.
Go on the World Wide Web
Uh-huh.
to search under Cannibal the musical, and you'll probably find.
Yeah,
some
because I
places
think
that hold it.
they just released a soundtrack for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
just like a
wow.
couple of weeks ago. So,
Oh, cool.
How
so
did,
we don't know exactly
But
where
yeah,
it is at
I've
any
noticed
time.
that I've looked on, www.crapcrapcrap.com, and it lists, where it's the upcoming screenings are, but I noticed that Atlanta wasn't on the list.
We should have gotten that website
Yeah,
domain
yeah,
for
Crap,
our
Crap,
show.
Crap. That's a friend of ours. It's a great website.
Yeah.
Crapcrapcrap.com.
Yeah, and that's
It's nice.
basically all our stuff.
Thanks,
Hey,
Alicia.
guys, how did George Clooney get a copy, of The Spirit of the Christmas when he
He was just one of the, it was sent out as a Christmas card, and he was just one of the sort of first recipients of the Christmas card, and then he taped it he said he made 700 copies and sent it out as his Christmas card.
It's a
So
true
he was
story,
sort of,
yeah.
He was definitely one of the biggest people responsible for its, growing so fast.
Exactly.
Do you guys find, we asked this question to David Kelly when he was on about X-Files, do you guys find that that fans will come up to you who know way too much minutia about the show, who know more about the show than even you do?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. And, and they will point out things going, oh, we saw the clever thing you guys did with the chalkboard, and we're like, what did we do with the chalkboard?
Yeah.
They're
you-
making things you don't even know.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving
And
you
so,
credit where it's
they
not
definitely, read a lot more into it that's there. But that's cool because that's just everyone else being creative.
Do you just nod and say, yeah, the chalkboard, you got that, huh?
Yeah, we take credit for it all.
That's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course we meant that.
Oh,
Yeah.
not too many people got that. We were hoping. Now, because you're starting to get more and more celebrities, and like when The Simpsons, one of the things that The Simpsons has been able to do over the year is get great celebrities who are just so into the show that they want to do it. Is that starting to become easier for you? And if so, who are some celebrities coming up?
Well, it's kind of funny because we, several months ago, we sort of realized we were in this position where we could get almost anyone to do a voice. And the only people we really wanted to meet were that chick from Species.
Chick from
Nastasia
Henstridge.
Kingrich?
Nastasia Kinstridge?
Kinstridge, yeah.
And Robert Smith from The Cure. And those are like the two people we had to meet. And so we got them to come in and do voices, and then that was done, and we're kind of like, well, we don't really have to meet anyone else now.
That's it?
Yeah.
Come
And
on,
then after
guys.
that, at the Aspen Comedy Festival, we met all the guys from Monty Python.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't want to sully we wouldn't want to screw up their voice. We wouldn't want their voices on our stupid little show.
Someone
Really
actually
good.
called and wanted to know if Robert Smith was going to be back on again.
I think so. Yeah, we're definitely, and he was great. And but it's funny because most of our idols are definitely more like rock people, and so that's why doing the album was so cool because we got to hang out with Perry Farrell and Joe Strummer and Elton John and all these people who were just like, oh my God.
How about Ozzy? You hang out with Ozzy Osbourne?
And
Yeah,
Ozzy,
yeah.
totally.
We got invited to Ozzy's 50th birthday party.
Yeah, that's
it's
like
like
And that was
next week.
and that was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Hilly, you're on.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey.
I want to know first of all how you got started, and then how many people told you no before they actually picked you up?
People are still telling us no.
Yeah, people tell us no all the time.
Still getting
But
rejection letters.
Well, we were in L.A., Matt and I met in college, and we did a bunch of short films there, and then we even did a feature in college, which was Cannibal the Musical. And then we came out to L.A., and we were just, living on people's couches, like friends' floors, till they would kick us out for like 2.5 years.
What did you do when you went to these stations? Did you walk in with a pilot, or
No,
what?
and in fact, at first, we went to like Fox. We went to other places where we would go with like the drawings and with just we would do voices and like tell them, we want to do the show South Park, and actually at that time it was called the Mr. Hankey Show.
Right.
And we were like, we want to do the Mr. Hankey Show, and and Fox, they were definitely like, no way, get out of here. And we definitely got rejected all over town. But then we made The Spirit of Christmas, and that really spread and got huge, and then everyone could sort of see what the show was going to be in a 5-minute version, and then suddenly we got...
Well, then they came to us, and
Yeah,
we're like,
they
you
all-
guys, you should make this into a show. And
Did
we're
you
like,
have an
"That's a
agent?"
great idea.
Yeah.
Did y'all have an agent go in with this
No,
this
we would
5-minute
always go
pilot?
out by ourselves. I mean, agents are only good after you've made it.
But once someone like a Clooney has got it and he thinks it's a good idea, and then his people over at NBC think, then all of a sudden it's a good idea.
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
And the thing is, mostly, these executives out here, they don't have the patience, to sit and read a script, and they don't really have the visualization to get it off of a pitch. And so the key was having that 5-minute tape.
Okay.
And being able to go, here, watch this, and they would sit and watch it and laugh and go, okay, that made me laugh, therefore here's money to do a TV show.
Well, I think you guys are great. Y'all do a great job, and it makes me and a lot of my friends laugh. So I appreciate you guys.
Cool, thanks a lot.
All right, see you guys.
Speaking of sitting and reading, let me ask you for a second about Mr. Hankey.
Yeah.
Now, one of you guys is one of you the voice of that?
Yeah.
Which one of you is the voice
Trey.
of that? Okay. At what point did the concept of that character, Mr. Hankey, like one of you're sitting there, I'm guessing you're sitting on the toilet one day, and somebody decided, hey, you know what? That would be great on TV.
Yeah.
What if that would sing?
I mean,
It's like party
Yeah.
at 5, no, poo, wait a second, poo?
I mean, seriously, how did you... And then you bring it to the other guy and say, I was sitting here the other morning, and I was thinking, what if a turd could talk?
It's funny because actually Mr. Hankey sort of preceded everything, and the story is actually cooler than that. It was my father came up with Mr. Hankey.
Really?
And he was I guess I was, when I was like 2 or something, I had a problem. I wouldn't flush the toilet, and my mother, told my dad to have a little talk with me, and my dad did this to me all the time. My dad really
Trey's dad is pretty screwed up.
Yeah.
Wow.
And my dad sat me down and was like, Trey, you've got to flush the toilet every time, because if you don't, Mr. Hankey's going to come out and dance on the rim. and I would seriously, go to the bathroom and just sit there and watch it, waiting for it to dance.
Uh-huh.
And then, I got older, I started drawing them, and Mr. Hanky was something I always drew and always, what was into. And then actually...
We almost did the Mr. Hanky short instead of the Spirit of Christmas.
Yeah,
I remember.
We actually, like I said before, we pitched the show as the Mr. Hanky Show. It wasn't called South Park. It was called the Mr. And the idea of the show was that there were these 4 boys that had this, magical piece of poo. And then, everyone was kind of like, okay, poo's good, but maybe let's call it something else.
Yeah, imagine they didn't jump all over that idea.
And then we just did, Mr. Hanky as one episode, and then it,
You sat in there as a kid waiting for Mr. Hanky to dance.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
For hours and hours.
There's more to the story. This bit resumes after a brief intermission. More Best of the Morning X is coming up next on 99X.